Hello everyone, so today we're going to be kind of doing a collection tour, except I'm not going to be going over every single title in my collection. I'm just going to show you my new setup. Since I moved to my new place almost 2 months ago now, I thought I'd finally show you how I have things set up, how I have them organized on these 4 shelves. This is where 95% of my collection is. I have a section for my One Piece stuff, but all the other volumes go on here, unless they're on my TBR cart, which I'll show you later. So yeah, I'm gonna start up at the top where all of these hardcover volumes are. That's basically how I have this organized. It's just hardcover volumes, some light novels, some thriller, and then all of my horror stuff, so Junji Ito, Kazuo Ume's. So I try to keep hardcover either at the top, where they can be on a shelf by themselves like this, or at the bottom for like really big hardcovers to kind of hold the weight of the shelf, if that makes sense. So there's that. Sorry for the angle. I'm holding the phone above my head because these shelves are tall and I am not. But then I have my Takiko Inoue stuff. Besides Slam Dunk, you'll see that later. More hardcover stuff across the top. More hardcovers. These ones fit very nicely together. In terms of the length of the series, not the genre. I mostly try to organize by size just because I feel like it looks the best. I don't really put much thought into what series are going together. If I can fit series of the same genre together, then I will do that. But if not, then it's just whatever looks nice on the shelf. So then I have kind of a creator shelf. So I have Taiyo Matsumoto on this side and then Shigeru Mizuki on this side. And we'll go down. This is my shoujo / a little bit of josei on this shelf. Just random genres. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with Yona of the Dawn when it gets to be longer than the shelf, but that is a problem for future me. Shadow's House, I know, is not a shoujo or a josei. I just put it there because that's where it fit. There weren't many other places on my shelves to put it, so it fit there, so I put it there. Then this shelf I consider kind of my slice of life, coming of age shelf. I have great series like Silver Spoon, Yotsuba, a bunch of other stuff over here, and then Astral Lesson Space. Again, I guess Entering the Apocalypse, they don't really fit the vibe or genre we have going on here, but I put them here because that's where they fit. Then over here, I don't know what I call this shelf. It's just what I think looks nice together. I have Tokyo Revengers, and then some dark stuff, and then I have Osamu Tezuka, and then I have some more dark stuff. So that's kind of how this is organized. And then over here I have my kind of fantasy shelf. So we definitely have some fantasy up here, but then we have our random historical volume, and then we have some more fantasy down here. These are definitely different kinds of fantasy, but they are both fantasy. Then down here I have some more fantasy, kind of Children of the Whales, and then Wish Had Atelier and Linda the Lustrous. All of those I would describe as fantasy. Music of Marie, I don't know what genre that is, that's just where it fit. And then we have some darker shonen stuff, kind of, with Totally Blind Hanako-kun and Promised Neverland. And then I have Demon Slayer random volume that I put there. Then we have the start of my sports section. I do try to keep my sports manga together if I can help it. So here are 2 of the longer running series. And then we move over here. It really upsets me that I can't fit all 45 volumes of Haikyuu on one shelf. So I have a Lonely Volume 1 over there and the rest of the series. And then some more sports series in the back there. Then we have my Shuzo Oshimi shelf. Pretty self-explanatory here, except for then in the front it goes to other similarly sized volumes with Daidark and Ajin. And then Limit, these are really small volumes, and again, they just fit there, so I put them there. Then below that, we have my Naoki Urasawa shelf, and then in the front it goes to Kaiji and some other horror manga. I'm not actually sure if Kaiji is a horror manga, but I put it there because it looks nice there, and that's what I'm gonna say like over and over again. If you're wondering, Tony, why did you put a series there? It's just because it looks nice there. Then I tried to do a sci-fi shelf here, which is what the front is mostly, but then the back is just random stuff because those are the only volumes that would fit there. In terms of size, these are all like the shorter 7Cs volumes. And then pretty similar here, I have some random stuff, mostly Beastars in front, and then the back, just more random stuff that would fit there. Some great series back there though, with Gunslinger Girl, Girl from the Other Side, Blue Giant, Kagi Shoujo, all those are fantastic. And then this is where I kind of just gave up with figuring out series that go together. I put Golden Kamuy next to Hell's Paradise because they're both colorful and they have colorful spines. And then I put these 3 series in front because they fit there perfectly. And as you can see, I decided not to unhaul Sakamoto Days. I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer. And then down here we have some darker series, so some horror manga, some not horror manga. Then we have the start of my LGBT manga section. These are kind of organized. I tried to go BL, then Yuri, and then just general LGBT, both in front and in back. Although in the front it seems to be more general LGBT, then BL, then Yuri over here. Oh, I see how it goes. So these ones over here are different size than these ones. I don't know if you can tell, about right here is where they change size. So it goes general LGBT, then BL, then Yuri. That makes sense. I understand how I organize this now. And over here we have, again, basically everything else that I couldn't fit anywhere else. We have some Natsume Ono stuff in the back, Arya, some more random stuff, Yamane-kun, because there's nowhere else I could put it, and Requiem of the Rose King, because I couldn't put it on my shoujo shelf because it wouldn't fit, so I put it there. Down here we have another sports shelf where all my other sports series go. So Aisho 21, Hikaru no Go, and Kuroko's Basketball. I love how perfectly they fit on the shelf. Then here I have Fumi Yoshinaga, Children of the Sea. Again, I didn't know where else to put it, so I put it there. And then I have more shoujo. The rest of Angel Sanctuary is over there because I decided to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of all of these actually, but I just haven't moved them over to my unhaul section, which you'll see in a minute. Then I have my art books mostly and some oversized manga here. And then Nausicaa, the second volume, is out in the living room because I'm currently reading it. And then down here we have more oversized manga, Akira, Hellsing, and then some Moto Hagio stuff. And then over here on the floor is my unhaul section here, and then my haul section in the back, except for Demon Slayer is not being hauled. I've had that for a long time. There's just nowhere to fit it on this shelf, so it goes here. But these ones are newly hauled volumes that I will show in a video at some point. So like I said, this is where the vast majority of the collection is. Now I will go out into the other room, which has the rest of the manga, my TBR cart, and my figure collection that I just set up. Sorry if the lighting is bad out here and it's echoey. There's not much I can do about it. But here I have my TBR cart. So these are volumes I'm going to be reading in a try a volume video, and these are some library books I have been reading lately, mostly horror and thrillers there. And then down here we have some more volumes I'd like to read soon, some new releases, some series that I've recently completed, and some random other stuff that I decided I'd like to read soon. And then here is more of the same except for some oversized volumes here. Then we have my One Piece stuff. And I did manage to fit it all on one shelf, which I was kind of surprised by. And in doing this and setting this up, I realized that I have way too many Funko Pops. I don't even like Funko Pops that much, but somehow I have collected a lot of them. So I have volumes 1 through whatever number that is over there, and then through 102 down there, and I had 103 over on my haul pile in the other room. And I have a bunch of figures. I have little figures, I have keychains, I have Funko Pops. I think that Buggy Funko Pop is my favorite Funko Pop ever made. Then I have some regular figures. Please ignore the dust, I'm sorry. More Funko Pops and World Collectible figures. Down here, I have some random figures that couldn't fit anywhere else. My little carrot section. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do when I get another carrot figure, because yes, I do already have another one ordered. Some more Funko Pops. These ones are Samurai Boys. And then my One Piece Stampede poster that I got when I saw Stampede in theaters. Kind of upset they didn't give anything away when I watched Film Red in theaters either, but whatever. And then a random ship that has nothing to do with One Piece except for it's a pirate ship, so I put it with One Piece. And then finally we have the section that I just set up yesterday. So these are all of my figures. I do need some lighting on these cube shelves for sure, but for now, this is how it looks. I will add lighting later, but this is basically my Slam Dunk and Haikyuu section. I love these Slam Dunk figures. I'm so glad that the Slam Dunk movie came out, so they made new Slam Dunk merchandise because I wanted some, and I got some. And I also have the cutest keychain ever made. Love that. Thank you to my friend for giving that to me. Then I have a little Demon Slayer section with some random characters that I like. Then I have just random series here, Beastars on the back, this Pokemon figure I got with the game, Yu Yu Hakusho, and my Emma Android. And then here right now is the only shelf with lighting. But I have my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure shelf with 2 versions of Jolene because I couldn't decide which one I wanted, so I got both of them. And my favorite duo and my favorite villain in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I do technically have some other Nendroids from part 6, but I haven't taken them out of the box and set them up yet, so I'm not gonna show you right now. But we do have Joseph in the back, shining light on this section of the shelf, so that's nice. And then the final shelf I have down here set up in just a random order. I just put whatever here, but I have Retsuko and my Skate the Infinity little figurines, and these 2 cats that have nothing to do with anime or manga. They're just cute cats that kind of look like my cats, so I put them here. So yeah, that is a brief overview of my new collection setup. I will do a new collection tour probably at the beginning of next year. I don't like to do those too often, but my next one will be interesting because I've actually lowered the number of volumes in my collection rather than raised it. But again, that's months away. So let me know what you thought of this video, if you enjoyed it, what you think of my setup. I don't think I'm that good at organizing things, so if it looks nice, that's great. If it doesn't, yeah, that's probably what I figured. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.